All right, the Jury Estimator tool is a really powerful tool and a very handy feature when it comes to deciding how many to jury in or jury out in each category. And the way this tool works is it's just an estimator. It really doesn't do anything. It's just to help you figure out how many you may want to accept. A great example of usage for this is, let's say I have a gallery space and I know I can accept 150 total entries roughly in my space available. So I can't, at that point, I can't just come in and say, mark everything that's above 3 stars, because that may end up with 400 submissions. And so with this estimator tool, you can come in and use individual criteria per category. So I can say, let's say 3.5 for 3D design, and it will tell me how many submissions will be juried in if I were to use that value. And that also tells me the percent of that category. 2 out of 10, of course, is 20% of that category would be in. And maybe in fine art, I need a little more, so I can say, let's say 2 on this. Well, that's 4 out of 10. Maybe I can bump that up to 4. Let's see what that gives me. That gets me 3 out of 10. Anyway, you can come in here and just do individual values. You can do decimals as well, and get really fine control and just sort of estimate. So once I've punched in all of these values, I can say, okay, that's giving me roughly this percentage of each category. Here's how many would be juried in, and a total of 12. So if I use these numbers, I would be jurying in 12 submissions. And you can sort of just tweak these back and forth until you get the perfect amount that you have space available for. Then you can use these individual numbers inside of your marked juried status. So I can come to my 3D design, I want 3.5. So I'd come into my juried status, choose 3D design, jury them in greater than 3.5. And I know how many already this is going to affect. So a very handy tool in the jury estimator settings.